Welcome to Get Real with Eddie, the show that dives into local, regional, and national real estate, the largest creator of millionaires, and the key to building generational wealth. Hosted by Eddie Rudiger, designated managing broker of Exit Real Estate Specialists. Eddie is here to share expert insights and strategies to help you unlock the power of real estate. Now, let's grow in real estate with Eddie Rudiger.
And here we go, talking about real estate. It's Get Real with Eddie, and of course, Nancy Valley from Exit Real Estate Specialist is here. I need to readjust my camera because I'm standing for some reason.
We are here. We're here.
I gotta sit down. Too tall.
We made it. And I brought coffee.
For the record, Nancy was wearing the same shirt last week. I did go back.
Was I?
Yes,
Okay.
you were. You had the same exact shirt
No,
on.
I was paranoid this morning when I was getting dressed. I'm like,
And
what am I wearing today?
when you were talking about your Wednesday shirt,
Yeah.
I finally remembered what that was from. All right?
Okay.
I was a big West Wing fan. Okay?
Oh, okay.
And Brad Whiteford's character, Josh, had a crush on one of the pollsters. And he wore a special suit because she was coming into the White House that day.
Oh.
And yes, so for those that remember West Wing, yeah, he didn't wear his normal Wednesday suit.
Oh.
That's what it was, or Tuesday suit, or whatever day it was. But that's where I was getting the reference from when you said it.
Did you ever have like a lucky outfit or a lucky suit or whatever when you were going somewhere that you really wanted to feel good, look good? I got those outfits.
No, but we do have a saying in the family.
Okay.
I'm going to change my shirt.
And what does that mean?
So, a certain individual in the family, all right,
Yeah.
we'll leave this person anonymous because we're on the radio, was trying to win a car at the casino. Have you heard the story?
No.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Entered all
I think I know who this is. Already, I'm sure I know who this is.
entered all the stuff, did all the stuff, all of these things, and went on and on and on. And, was there every day, all of this stuff.
Yeah.
The day of the drawing came up.
Okay.
He goes, well, I got to go change my shirt. They're going to take a picture of me when I win the car. All right? So, goes back in, changes the shirt, comes back out.
Yeah.
Another individual is rolling her eyes that was with the individual.
Mm-hmm.
They get there, and the way this is going to be done is that there's 5 cards laid on a table.
Mm-hmm.
And 5 people are going to get their name drawn, and then you're all going to flip up the card, and whatever card says new car gets the new car.
Okay.
Okay. Sure enough, Mr. Lucky Shirt, first name that is drawn.
Yeah.
First name that is drawn is him.
Yeah.
He picks a spot, sits down. The next thing is all the other 4 are coming in.
Yeah.
And there's a person, I don't remember if it was a man or a woman next to him. And he's looking and he goes, you probably won. I was going to pick that spot, but I don't know why. I decided to sit here. And he goes, you probably won. He goes, none of these other people have a chance at all. One over here on the end's giving just dirty looks. Dirty looks. Now, don't get me wrong. The second place was like cash money for all the other individuals.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3 flipped up. Guess what? He won the new car.
Wow.
So now the new saying is, since then, for better than a decade, I want to say now, or close to a decade, I'm going to go change my shirt. You going to win something?
Nice.
Because he changed his shirt because he had a raggedy T-shirt on.
Yeah.
And he put a nice shirt on because he's like, well, they're going to take my picture when I win the new car. And he won the car.
Wow.
So, had it for a couple of years, actually. So, there's a lot more detail with that story.
Well,
but
yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of winning,
Crazy.
or actually not winning,
Yes.
someone was talking about this earlier on the show, and look what today's story is. More contracts are falling apart. Here's how to get ahead. When selling a house, the last thing you want is for a deal to fall apart right before closing. But according to the latest data from Redfin, that's happening a bit more often. The good news is you completely avoid it if you lean on an agent for insight into what and why this is happening. 15% of pending home sales fell through in June.
Well, there's a lot of reasons they could fall through. Did they go through and talk about what the problems are?
We have a list.
Here we go. See, I need data. I'm that kind of data queen here.
Top reasons contracts fell through in June based on a nationwide survey of real estate agents, and this is from JBREC. I have no idea who that is, and KCM, which is Keeping Current Matters. So,
Okay.
28%, number one reason. Do we want to do that first or last?
Let's do the build-up.
Well, I already said 28%, so it really doesn't matter. It was inspection issues. Inspection issues were the number one reason.
Yeah, I could see it.
Who made that call on the show? Hey, guys, watch your inspections. Miss Nancy. Miss Nancy was all over this.
And guess what? It's happening. It's happening.
It is happening.
It's happening.
Buyer seller got cold feet and nervous, 23%. I had one this year. They weren't going to close. And they had no contingencies. They were already past that point. Financing issues other than high mortgage rates. All right, 14%. Okay, that's something that may be out of your control.
Just averted one of those types of issues because the person is very excited and almost put money down on a bunch of new furniture. Don't do it.
Well,
Don't
that
do
would
it.
be something that was in your control. Financing issues, other than the mortgage rates, though, a lot of time this comes into the seller's agent vetting the offer.
You got to vet. You got to vet.
Yeah. Financing issues due to high mortgage rates. Okay, 13%. All right. This again goes into the seller's agent, in my view, watching that kick out clause. So in our marketplace, and I'm assuming in a lot of others, there is an interest rate on the contract.
Mm-hmm.
If the interest rate comes in for the buyer over the rate on paper, they have a right to cancel.
Yeah.
So you should not be taking a contract that has 6% written in it. You should be taking contracts that have 7, 7.5s, maybe 8s.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't get me wrong. You got to negotiate it out. You don't want to lose it over that, but you also don't want them to have an out if you're the seller. Now, if you're the buyer, yeah, you want all the outs possible.
Yeah. You want that buying agent that's creating that offer to speak with you as the buyer about interest rates and how this works and how that kick out works. Yep.
Outbid by another buyer, 13%. Okay,
Yeah.
I don't know how that would cause the contract to fall through unless it was contingent on sale or contingent.
Well, but outbid to me means
You're still negotiating. It was never a contract.
unless they come in during the 5-day review and scoop it up.
Not supposed to happen that way, though. That you can't cancel. I mean, I'm not saying it's not done.
I was
I'm just
going to say,
saying,
not
according to our stuff, yeah. I mean, 5% were appraisal issues, and we've seen those.
Yep.
1% was a title issue, and I've ran into a couple of those. 4% is other. I want to know what the other is.
Yeah, I do.
I mean, there's probably
That's-
lists of tons of stuff, you know.
True.
And they just didn't know where to categorize it, so that's the catch-all category.
Well, and it could be with a bad storm, trashing a house or burning down, or heaven forbid a seller passing suddenly. That kind of stuff. I mean, those kinds of things happen
A lot.
more than you think.
The good news is there is a way you can get ahead of any unpleasant surprises as a seller, and that's getting a pre-listing inspection first off.
Yes.
It's not required, but the National Association of Realtors explains this. To keep deals from unraveling, It allows a seller the opportunity to address any repairs before the for sale sign even goes up. It also can help avoid surprises like costly plumbing problems, a failing roof, or an outdated electric panel that could cause financial stretched buyers to bolt before closing. I don't see a problem with getting an inspection
I think it's smart.
Yeah, I completely do. So we've talked about this on the show as getting a pre-inspection. So it gives you time to fix what matters. Avoid last-minute renegotiation. It shows the buyers you're serious as a seller.
Yeah. Well, and you can use that as a tool to sell the house.
Absolutely.
Throw it on the table and say, we've got it inspected, we've fixed this, this, and this, and we want as is.
I was just talking to another agent about this. And here's the thing. The sellers did a property inspections themselves. They did not repair any of the items whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
But they disclosed everything.
Yeah.
So the buyers, because of that, felt very comfortable making the offer that they made because they knew everything. They were laying everything about the property right there.
Yeah.
And because of it, if I remember correctly, they went over list price from what the agent was telling me.
Oh, it's very attractive because you have a really good idea what you're putting an offer in on.
Yeah. And you still know what the property, was, what you're doing, and everything.
Yeah.
It's
a great tool.
It made complete sense.
Yeah.
It really did make complete sense. So,
I was just speaking to a potential list the other day about it, that they were very nervous about uncovering things, and they've done a lot of work on the property. And I said, get an inspection. Then you know what needs to be done, what condition the house is in. Your mind is at rest too. You're not pins and needles about inspection finding something if you already know.
I agree. You're not on pins and needles about the inspection finding something at all. And the other aspect too is that buyer, when I was talking to the agent, I said, all right, so I have a question. Did they still do their own property inspection? Yes, they did.
I would suggest it as well.
Yeah. And they still did their own property inspection, even though they had the seller's property inspection. So, it made complete sense, and it worked. It really worked. So,
yeah, I think it's a great tool for both sides. Might want to consider it.
And that gets into the concessions aspect. So, concessions are being part of these deals more and more. More inventory is equaling more competition for sellers. And now that you're out there with more competition, home sellers have to be competitive a lot more than they used to. All right? It's that rule of substitutions, and I live by this rule when it comes to real estate. Can I buy the same house in relatively the same area, the same thing, for less money?
Mm-hmm.
So if you have a unique property, yeah, you can charge more. You could charge maybe a lot more. But if you have a 3-bedroom, 2-story with master bath, and it is built by a mass production builder, and it's the ABC model, and there's 100 ABC models within that same school district, and within that thing, and out of the 100, there's another 2 or 3 up for sale, and they're $10,000 cheaper than you. I'm sorry.
Well, you better have a reason why you're $10,000 more.
Yeah. All right. And the concessions are a big deal. So almost half of sellers are making concessions. Percent of homeowners giving concessions to buyers is up to about 45%.
Yeah. Well, as the market neutralizes, you're going to see a lot more of this.
And we saw like no concessions going on. Like, it really bottomed out right between 22 and 23, and then it jumped up to 45% in 23. and then came back down a little bit, and then went back up to 45. It was down to 35%, but I mean, it was less than 25% of the sellers were giving concessions in 2022.
Yeah. Well, it was that whole hair on fire thing.
Yes. So, I mean, it was just, but it's back up to, 2019 levels, about 40% in 2019. We're at 45%. And I do feel like the current market, we're not getting right now in the market move-in ready houses as much as we were.
No.
There's a lot of houses that need help, need work, need issues,
Yep.
So that is a big, huge issue.
I have been showing a lot of houses, and first of all, it's wonderful to have choices.
Yes.
That we haven't had in so long, so that's a great thing. But 95% of the houses I'm showing need major work.
Since prices went up roughly 55% in the last 5 years, you've got plenty of room to make concessions or two and still come out ahead. This goes back to that conversation we had about what you want is not what the house is worth.
Right.
If you want $1 million, that's great. It's nice to want $1 million. Doesn't mean the house is worth $1 million.
Exactly. Well, I need to make X.
Doesn't
I
matter.
see it all the time.
Yeah.
Okay, is your house worth X? And chances are it's not. We're not in the same pick your price market that we were in 2022, 2021 even, where you could just ask for the moon and chances are you get it. Not anymore. Definitely not anymore.
It is definitely a changing market, and I'm concerned that a lot of the properties coming on the market are not in a move-in condition. Is that an indication on the market itself? I mean, that is a concern that I'm watching.
I'm still getting a lot of have to sells.
You're getting a lot of I have to sell.
Have to sells, like estates where someone has passed, family has to sell the house. There's divorce, they have to sell the house, whatever. The have to sells. We're moving because of a job change.
Yeah.
Those kind of sales, I'm not getting a lot of I'd like to sells.
Yeah. I know. And those have to sells are not always in a financial situation that is ideal.
Right. Well, they're not thought out sales,
Yeah.
let's put it that way.
Yeah,
Because, it's a difference if you're choosing to sell and you're thinking about it and you're like, next spring we'd like to put the house on the market and these are the things we need to get accomplished before that. Those kinds of I'd like to sell tend to be more in that prepared, whereas the must sells are kind of comes out of the blue.
Yeah. All right, let's take a look at Channahon. So we want resale.
Back to that while you're looking at this. What are you concerned about, or what's your thought with that?
So going back in 06, 07, we started seeing a lot of properties that were not in the greatest condition that were going up on the market. And we saw sellers not have the money or funds to do those repairs, similar to where we're at in this market. And I'm just concerned none of the data, none of anything shows there's a bubble because of two factors, okay?
Yeah.
Three factors. One factor is we know more people are looking for housing online. So searches are increasing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The second factor is we know sellers have a lot more equity
Yeah.
than they did in 06, 07.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now there are some people that are short, and I understand that they actually are upside down on their property, things like that. All right. But overall, we're not in that market.
Yeah.
And the last aspect is, that third aspect is we do have buyers that have been looking, that have stepped out, that are coming back in. That goes back to my first statement of we've seen home searches increase online.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it may not have translated into properties. I still think that you have a lot of buyers waiting for the interest rate to drop. I wholeheartedly think that that's what they're waiting for.
Oh, yeah, because there's been all this talk about interest rates going down, blah, blah, blah. So I totally see it. People standing on the sidelines.
Which, in my view, is don't wait for the rates to drop. Buy the house and then refinance it.
Yeah.
Because the rates are not going to drop at a rate that's going to offset the price increases that we're seeing and that we're going to see. Because even like looking here, we've got Channahon's numbers.
Yeah.
Channahon's prices have been flat since the end of 2023. We've been sitting around 340. We even came down at the beginning of
This year.
Yeah, so all right, so let's go back. Channahon started in December of 2023. They were at 359,950. They went down actually on their median sales price. And they were down to 350. All right? 349.9 looks like it was the bottom of the market for them on their median sales price. Now, out of that,
Yes.
today's number out of Channahon, so keep it in 349.9, February of this year,
Yeah.
median sales price. Today we are $20,000 higher. We're at 369.9. That's a 3.6% increase from July of last year. Where were we at July of last year? They were at 357. So it's a 3.6% increase from July of last year. But honestly, the median price has gone up $20,000 since February.
Yeah.
And you're starting to see that line tweak. And I think these price ranges are going to continue.
And if the interest rates do come down, what do you think home prices are going to do? Going to go up even higher, faster.
Yeah. And one of the major builders, I was talking to somebody about this yesterday. One of the major builders is got a big project that's coming in for Lennar in Channahon. It's going to be a little bit smaller lot sizes, but you're probably looking at 375 on a median sales price. All right, on an average sales price for the builder.
Yeah.
And it's a national builder, great product. They're going to do really, really well. So 369.9 is a median sales price today, and Channahon. This is what I'm saying. It went up $20,000.
Yeah. In
Since-
6 months.
Since not even 6 months, since
4 months.
February.
Yeah.
So honestly, really need to buy the house today, refinance it when these rates go down. Because the rates haven't even gone down, and just wait. The second they start talking about the rates are cut, you're going to see people going in. And honestly, we're seeing mortgage rates around 6.5 right now. I saw the 10-year Treasury on Monday at 4.3.
Yeah.
All right, you know what? We're up against a heartbreak. Let's finish Channahon numbers when we get back. Keep it here with Get Real with Eddie.
Are you a real estate agent ready to take your career to the next level? Tired of feeling like just another number in the office? It's time to join a brokerage that's invested in you. Exit Real Estate Specialist. At Exit, we don't just offer a desk, we offer growth, mentorship, and the tools you need to build lasting success. Led by Eddie Rudiger, designated managing broker, we focus on helping agents create generational wealth. not just close deals. Imagine having the support of cutting-edge technology, top-tier training, and a culture where your success is celebrated. Plus, with Exit's unique residual income opportunities, you're not just earning commissions, you're building your future. Ready to grow? Ready to thrive? Join Exit Real Estate Specialists today. Call Eddie Rudiger directly at 815-823-5478 or visit www.exitrealestatespecialist.com to learn more. Your future in real estate starts here.
Welcome to the Lions Club. Being a lion means knowing that kindness matters. We believe in changing the world by serving the needs of our local communities. More than 1.4 million lions around the world are responding to local and global challenges with kindness and care. Come volunteer with us. Your Lions journey starts here. The Crest Hill Lions Club invites you to reach out to your local Lions Club to learn about how you can be a part of a community and bringing passionate, kind-hearted people together to serve local needs. They build relationships that lead to opportunities. In short, when lions serve, life improves, and the community grows. Grow with us. The Crest Hill Lions Club would also like to thank our sponsors who help with our yearly events, such as the car show and picnic at St. Joe's Park, and those who attend and support our Easter egg hunts, Channahon bingo, and many more events. The Crest Hill Lions Club meets the first and third Thursdays at 6:30 p.m. For more information on being a lion, go to lionsclub.org to start your journey today. That's lionsclub.org.
It's Eddie Rudiger from Exit Real Estate Specialists.
And Get Real with Eddie. I want to bring to your attention the Herbert Trackman Planetarium at Joliet Junior College. My son loves this. They offer free shows on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. It's perfect for stargazers. The show provides excellent astronomical instruction and entertainment for no charge. That's right, it is free on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. The planetarium features a 30-foot diameter dome, a new OmniStar digital planetarium projector. During the shows, you can enjoy sky tours using the projector and PowerPoint presentations covering a wide range of astronomical topics. For more information, please visit jjc.edu/planetarium. And for you educators out there, they are open for field trip bookings. So go to jjc.edu/planetarium.
Thinking about selling your home? Don't just list it, leverage it with Eddie Rudiger, designated managing broker of Exit Real Estate Specialists. Eddie puts powerful marketing strategy behind every sale, featuring professional photography, detailed floor plans, immersive 3D virtual tours, and dynamic video walkthroughs that make your home stand out. With targeting online campaigns, social media exposure, and proven strategies, Eddie attracts serious buyers to get your home sold fast and for top dollar. Plus, you'll always be in the loop with clear, constant communication. Ready to sell with confidence? Call Eddie Rudiger at 815-823-5478. That's 815-823-5478. Or visit yourdwellings.com. Eddie Rudiger, Strategic Marketing. Stand out results. 815-823-5478. Or visit yourdwellings.com today.
The face for radio, the heart for real estate. It's Get Real with Eddie.
All right, we were talking numbers on Channahon, and we're going to finish off these numbers. But again, if you're looking to buy, you need to buy now, because I do see, we're starting to see it in Channahon, and I'm wondering if we're going to see it in other numbers. We're seeing the prices starting to go up again. Now, they're only 3.6% year over year, but still, market time in Channahon, on the average, is down 2.6 days, or 2.6% to 37 days. Median market time is down 12.5%.
Means people are hot and heavy for Channahon.
Month supply is down 20%, 1.2 months supply. This is a community that has been pretty much flat. And all of a sudden, it started to take off in April. Month supply was 1.3 months going back to October of 2024. And it's sat at 1.3 months. And now it's dipping down again.
Yeah.
Now keep in mind, this is all going on. New listings are down actually 12.4%. So the listings are actually down in Channahon. But again, I think when you start seeing rate cuts, you're going to see new listings come in too. Because you're going to move up, move down buyers, people moving all into all different directions.
Oh, yeah. There's going to be a shift.
Showings to contract. On the median, 7. That's down 22%. Average, down 8% to 11 days, or 11 showings. Showings per listing is up 6% to 7.1. July of last year was 6.7. So you're seeing more showings, and you're seeing a month supply decreasing. Channahon's in a good position. Their numbers look strong.
Yeah. Yeah. Very strong.
I don't know where else to go with this other than buy the house now, refinance the rate later. Buy the house, rent the rate.
Yeah, I mean, because if you're waiting and those rates go down, now you're in a fight.
Well, and like I said, they're going to have new builds coming in. And we've talked about it. And the new builds, you've got, options. So why look at the new builds? Roughly 1 in 5 homes on the market are new construction right now. 1 in 5. It was like 1 in 11, I think, back in the day, and now it's 1 in 5.
It's 1 in 5. It was as high as 1 in 3. It was over 30%.
30% of the market was that. I know.
For a little bit.
Yeah. So, and it might be in Channahon or in some of these communities, it could be 1 in 3. Still, because Channahon's didn't get a big increase in new listings, year over year.
Yeah.
You could get better price than you expected. 38% of builders cut prices in July.
Well, they're cutting prices and they're buying down mortgage points.
And that is a third option. You may get a lower mortgage rate.
Ah, see? I didn't even have to read that.
We have 2 different builders in our marketplaces that are doing what they call a 3-2-1.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say hypothetically your interest rate is 6.5. For the first year, it's brought down by 3 points. It's 3.5. The second year, it is now 4.5. And the 5th year, it is now 5.5. Now, there is a difference between the 2 builders, and you got to know what we're getting. What is my interest rate going to be when it's done?
I was just going to say, that's the biggest question.
Some of them are still below rate, like 5.5 to 5.75. Some of them are going to the current rate, which would be like 6.5, whatever the current rate is.
Yeah.
But if you're getting the one, in my view, that is still the below rate, that is a steal.
Yeah. Go buy it. Yeah. Absolute steal.
Because I'm sorry, rates are going to go down, but if you can get yourself locked in at a 5.5 rate with a builder, or even if it's 5.75, we have a long time before we're going to be at under 6.
Wow. It's going to be a wow.
I don't think we'll get under 6 by next year.
I don't see it.
I don't. I mean, Jerome Powell's done in May. So depending on who the president appoints and what they do and where they go in that direction, maybe we will. I don't know.
Again, crystal ball, unknown.
Oh, you don't know.
But there's too many moving parts.
Way too many moving parts. Second homes. I saw this. A second home might be your missing piece in your retirement plan. According to Into, 69% of people say today's financial environment makes it tough to plan the future, and 68% aren't sure they ever be able to retire. That's why many people are exploring new ways to subsidize long-term income. So why real estate? Well, real estate builds wealth over time, generated extra income, profit in the future, and diversifies your financial assets. So it gives a lot of different options when it comes to retirement.
Mm-hmm.
The big option is, guess what? You're not the one usually paying for it. You may have a second home, but are you renting it out?
Yeah, if you're getting it in your dream place where you want to retire, maybe it's by a lake, maybe it's by the ocean, maybe it's in the mountains, maybe wherever it is that you want to go, and you purchase a second home there, you can use it as a rental until it's time for you to move, and you're making money off of it.
Yeah. So maybe you're not renting it out full time. Maybe it's an Airbnb, so you can still can still use it.
Yeah.
You know, maybe you are renting it out full time. Batch data and CJ Patrick Company shows 85% of people who own more than one property have just 1 to 5 homes. So this theory, there's so many big bad landlords out there. No, it's not. It's 85% is mom and pop.
It's all mom and pop.
They own less than 5 units. I mean, so it just, you've got this opportunity because you think about it now. I used to say, well, you needed 10 houses for $100,000. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And then guess what? You're going to retire it as a millionaire. You don't need 10 houses anymore.
Yeah.
Median sales price of a house is $333,000.
Yeah.
You need 3 houses. If you have 3 properties and you sell the 3, that's $1 million.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's in today's market. That's not going to happen for 20 years.
Oh, yeah. That's a good investment. Real estate has always been a good, solid investment.
6205 Clifton in Plainfield is up for sale, and we just changed the price. $404,625 is the asking price. This is a huge home. All right? You are talking 6 bedrooms, 3 full bath, 1 half bath, over 2,700 square feet. This is all in Plainfield School District with Plainfield South High School. All right? Amazing property. You have a full basement, living room, dining room, kitchen, family room, laundry room is on the first floor. You have 5 bedrooms upstairs, and the 6th bedroom is on the main level.
Nice.
So, give me a call if you have questions on this. 6205 Clifton Court in Plainfield. Again, $404,625 is the new asking price, and they are looking to sell. So, I want to keep talking about this summer home aspect, because I think there is a opportunity there when it comes to what's going on in the market also, because there's some indicators in the market that I think we should talk about when we get back after the break, because if you're looking for an investment outside the stocks and bonds and all that stuff, I think real estate could be another aspect of it. So we're going to talk about summer home places when we get back after the break. Keep it here with Get Real with Eddie.
Are you a real estate agent ready to take your career to the next level? Tired of feeling like just another number in the office? It's time to join a brokerage that's invested in you. Exit Real Estate Specialist. At Exit, we don't just offer a desk, we offer growth, mentorship, and the tools you need to build lasting success. Led by Eddie Rudiger, designated managing broker, we focus on helping agents create generational wealth, not just close deals. Imagine having the support of cutting-edge technology, top-tier training, and a culture where your success is celebrated. Plus, with Exit's unique residual income opportunities, you're not just earning commissions, you're building your future. Ready to grow? Ready to thrive? Join Exit Real Estate Specialists today. Call Eddie Rudiger directly at 815-823-5478 or visit www.exitrealestatespecialist.com to learn more. Your future in real estate starts here.
Welcome to the Lions Club. Being a lion means knowing that kindness matters. We believe in changing the world by serving the needs of our local communities. More than 1.4 million lions around the world are responding to local and global challenges with kindness and care. Come volunteer with us. Your Lions journey starts here. The Crest Hill Lions Club invites you to reach out to your local Lions Club to learn about how you can be a part of a community and bringing passionate, kind-hearted people together to serve local needs. They build relationships that lead to opportunities. In short, when lions serve, life improves, and the community grows. Grow with us. The Crest Hill Lions Club would also like to thank our sponsors who help with our yearly events, such as the car show and picnic at St. Joe's Park, and those who attend and support our Easter egg hunts, Channahon bingo, and many more events. The Crest Hill Lions Club meets the first and third Thursdays at 6:30 p.m. For more information on being a lion, go to lionsclub.org to start your journey today. That's lionsclub.org.
It's Eddie Rudiger from Exit Real Estate Specialists.
And Get Real with Eddie. I want to bring to your attention the Herbert Trackman Planetarium at Joliet Junior College. My son loves this. They offer free shows on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. It's perfect for stargazers. The show provides excellent astronomical instruction and entertainment for no charge. That's right, it is free on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. The planetarium features a 30-foot diameter dome, a new OmniStar digital planetarium projector. During the shows, you can enjoy sky tours using the projector and PowerPoint presentations covering a wide range of astronomical topics. For more information, please visit jjc.edu/planetarium. And for you educators out there, they are open for field trip bookings. So go to jjc.edu/planetarium.
Thinking about selling your home? Don't just list it, leverage it with Eddie Rudiger, designated managing broker of Exit Real Estate Specialists. Eddie puts powerful marketing strategy behind every sale, featuring professional photography, detailed floor plans, immersive 3D virtual tours, and dynamic video walkthroughs that make your home stand out. With targeting online campaigns, social media exposure, and proven strategies, Eddie attracts serious buyers to get your home sold fast and for top dollar. Plus, you'll always be in the loop with clear, constant communication. Ready to sell with confidence? Call Eddie Rudiger at 815-823-5478. That's 815-823-5478. Or visit yourdwellings.com. Eddie Rudiger, Strategic Marketing. Stand out results. 815-823-5478. Or visit yourdwellings.com today.
Stocks may succeed, stocks may fail. Real estate is always there. It's Get Real with Eddie.
All right. So I found this on Real Estate News by David Gallagher. Came out on the 18th. And it talked about summer home sale pace slumps to a 10-year low.
Interesting.
So when you're thinking of investments and you're looking at buy low, sell high, this is an interesting fact that you're looking at. The typical home sale in July spent 43 days on the market, up more than 1 week compared to a year ago, the longest stretch for July since 2015. Zillow estimated that the median number of days on a typical home spent on the market was 60, the longest since for July since Zillow began tracking the data.
Wow. And this is a national average, because around here,
No, we're not at 60 days market time for most of our properties. According to Redfin's report, newest listings are down 1.3% compared to a year ago, and while inventory is up 11.1% year over year, active listings are down 1% compared to June, suggesting that the supply is already weakening even with a month left over summer. Supply is starting to fall because prospective sellers are choosing not to list after seeing their neighborhood's home linger on the market or sell below asking price, said Redfin senior economist. Some existing sellers are also pulling their homes off the market. We've talked about that, opting instead to rent their homes out or hold off on the move altogether, especially if they bought at the peak of the pandemic of the market and worried about taking a loss. So there's some reasonable financial considerations here.
Yeah, and I would say, again, some of these markets that went crazy during the pandemic, during the unicorn years, this is what you're seeing.
Yeah, it is exactly what you're seeing. You're looking at, but you're also looking at the sellers. Again, I want this for my house. I'm not going to get it, so I'm not going to sell it.
Yeah.
Which is fine. You can do that. But it runs into some scenarios and circumstances that are just kind of like, all right, is renting really the best option, though? That's the thing. I've got a client right now that's going to rent a property out. I don't think they should. I've got a client doing this. They want to rent it. I don't think they should rent it. I think there's going to be a minefield of issues personally with the property. Some properties are designed to be rented. They're a good rental. This property, I don't think
Not
is
a good rental.
No, I don't think
and
it will
you know
be.
what? There are a lot of things to consider if you want to have a rental. You need to look at what your local rules are in your HOA and your, wherever, municipality, just for beginners.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Location. Does the home, like you said, is the home a good, viable rental property? Yeah, there's a lot to consider.
I agree. There's a whole lot to consider. And it's, it's a situation where you've got to look at it. So, but this goes back to where we were starting, is with the investor bounce back. There are opportunities out there to rent out, to buy and invest. And there are opportunities of houses that could be good potential renters.
Yeah. You
got to make sure, I mean, what are the things I'm looking for? Well, the first thing is the municipality equal or leans to one side for when it comes to tenant landlord? Okay? Mm-hmm. Some municipalities are very heavy on the landlord. They're against the landlord. There's a lot of rules against landlords. There's some municipalities that have no rules on a landlord, which as a tenant you don't want either.
Right.
So you want somebody that's going to be like neutral and create a fair playing field.
Yeah. You want, like you said, equal playing field.
The second aspect I look at is, what is the rental number for that community? Are there a lot of rentals, or is there a lack of rentals and a huge demand? And then what would be my asking price for rent, and what is the median income for that area? Mm-hmm. So these are some things that...
And if you have a mortgage on that property, you need to take all the considerations, and your insurance is going to go up because it's a rental, that kind of thing. There's a lot of numbers that you have to get right.
Yeah.
In order to make it worth your while.
I agree. There's a lot of things that you have to make sure you're doing. This is why we recommend getting a property management company. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
I recommend a property manager all the time. I don't even run my own rental anymore because I just didn't have time. Got too much going on.
Well, but not only that, for somebody who's new to this, you could really get yourself into a corner with something that you thought you were going to make money on and lose money in the end.
I completely agree. You're going to get yourself into a situation where, you're not making money, that you will back yourself into a corner. So you've got to make sure you dot your I's, cross your T's. But there are opportunities. There are communities where you could come in, get a good deal, come in, buy the house, rent it out, hold on to it for 3 to 5 years, and then perhaps sell it off. Now, don't forget, you're going to have capital gains.
Yes.
You will have capital gains on the property. So that is a complete concern and focus. You have to have lived there 2 of the last 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it's just a really smart
Talk to
decision.
a reputable property manager.
Yes.
An agent can direct you to one that can help you sort some of this out.
Before we head out for the day, 2 weeks, August 31st, Sunday, Channahon Lions Luau and Picnic and Car Show is going to be going on at St. Joe's Park, 700 Theodore Street in Joliet. Stop out. I will be out there working a big money wheel and bouncing around and probably helping out with the bands and stuff. We got 3 really good bands lined up.
Oh, who you got?
We just booked a change-up. We've got Riplock coming out from Yorkville. We have, I think it's a group therapy, and what was the new one? Hold on a second. I got to remember the new band. It's blues.
Okay. We'll have to get the info.
Yeah.
We have our family
Yeah, you can't make it. You got a
swim
big
party,
you got a
but
family
you never
party.
know. If it's not the best swim weather, might pile everybody in the cars.
Come on, visit.
And come hang out and listen to some music and let the kids
It's supposed to be a good
run
weekend.
wild.
It's supposed to be a good weekend.
Yeah.
So
Always good times.
yes, always good times. I can't remember the name of the group. I just signed their contract. You'd think I'd have it off the top of my head. That shows you how much I've got going on right now. I mean, honestly, I just signed the contract, and
well, some of that could be because you
there it is.
get a little older.
Blue
Forget
Freedom
these
Band.
things.
That's what it is. Blue Freedom Band.
Oh, okay.
So Blue Freedom Band will be our opening act, and that'll be a good time. Car show, by the way, is downright amazing. We get over 150 cars.
Wow.
And one year, I don't know if it's this year, we had the Batmobile.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
The real Batmobile.
Batmobile from the original TV series.
Yeah.
From the TV series. And then we usually have the medevac chopper has come out, and this is weather depending, but the medevac chopper will land in the baseball field, so the
that's
kids
cool.
can. So
And
part
again,
of
where and what time is this?
it will be August 31st at St. Joe's Park, 700 Theodore Street, and
In Joliet.
Yep, in Joliet. Car registration, if you have a car, is about 10 to noon. Car show goes off from 10 to 4, 5 o'clock. And then the picnic itself goes from noon until 10 o'clock that night. So,
Cool.
And we got the wheel, we got the beer garden going, the bands, food, bingo, because I know everybody loves bingo, let's be honest.
Everybody, who doesn't love a good game of bingo?
Yes. So yeah, check us out. All right, that wraps it up for Get Real with Eddie. Don't forget, check us out online 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at getrealwitheddie.com. Talking about your largest investment, your home.
Thanks for listening to Get Real with Eddie. The views and opinions expressed are those of the host and guests and do not constitute legal, financial, or real estate advice. Listeners should consult appropriate professionals regarding their individual circumstances. Eddie Rudiger and affiliated parties are not liable for actions taken based on this content. Eddie Rudiger is the designated managing broker of Exit Real Estate Specialist, Illinois license number 481-014247, located at 2405 Essington Road, Uden, Joliet, Illinois 60435. Exit Real Estate Specialists is an equal housing opportunity provider. Each Exit office is independently owned and operated. To join an Exit office, call Eddie at 815-823-5478.